Okay, looks like we're up and running. Let's just see if anyone's... What's this? Is it working on YouTube? Let me check. Check. Okay, it looks like... Hey, the chat is there. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Ah, yes. Okay, streams are good. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know this is a little out of the ordinary. Normally we do this on a Thursday, but I got a wedding that I'm going to on Thursday, so can't game. Fortunately, I like you guys, but I like my friends more, so I'm gonna go to their wedding instead. But I appreciate you hanging out. Tardifar. Either way, thanks for coming. Welcome, T. I'm a big fan of giving people nicknames, so I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I guess we'll just start playing. We're in the middle of the Stanley Parable. They said last time that I could put whatever time I want, but you know what? I'm going to be a rule follower on this, and I'm going to give them the exact time. Yes, that is my favorite time of day, because that means it's a stream time. Star? Perfect. That works for me. That's the one problem I'm realizing as a streamer, that I need to be able to say people's names and spell it and pronounce it correctly, and I'm not doing a very good job of that so far. Anyways. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? I could not resist. Oh, Stanley, you got me. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. That is true. Kitsun, thanks for coming. Yes, I appreciate you liking our music. Hopefully you'll like my witty banter as I play the Stanley Parable. We're currently in Stanley Parable 2 mode, so we'll see how that goes. But currently, I'm being made fun of for enjoying the correct time. Okay, now I'm curious about how accurate 803 is. Let's use another slide to find out. Okay. I would say it's very accurate. Let's leave some little variation, clocks are different everywhere else. I can just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Well, Stanley, stop flirting with me. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. Well, that is true. I mean, that's important for a relationship. It's good to collect data. Well, all right, Stanley. You had me at a point. Now you're talking like a robot. Could have more sliders, but we're gonna go through all the sliders I have. Okay, well, that's fine. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Well, all right, Stanley. You shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple of new ones. All right, well, now that's nice that they want to make something just for me. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay, great. You know what? I'm excited. All right. Stanley Parable 2. The parable's being more parable. Let's jump back in.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That's correct.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
crazy.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending,
sounds like my first
Stanley
job.
relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, but I ain't Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one...
Alright, let's skip it. It doesn't seem like there's something new there. Alright, let's... Awesome, got a new achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, wait, we need the bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Oh! Technically, yes, there is a sequel. It's because I'm such an elite gamer that I got an exclusive copy of Stanley Parable 2. Watcher. That's what happens when you're when you're an influencer like me. No, it's the Ultra Deluxe version. Oh, this looks like normal. Okay. I want to go in there. All right, that's fine. We got to find all these secrets, guys.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, let's go, because there's some stuff I wanted to check out beforehand. All right. Wait, can we go to the closet? Oh, no, I think I went the wrong way to go through the closet. Whoa. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Okay, all right. Is there anything on this desk that can help? Pieces of evidence. I love how the evidence goes down. Warehouse access plan. Proceed by playing to allow to erase access to the bridge. Interesting. Interesting. I don't... Okay. We gotta find all the Stanleys. Oh, wait, the broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The
Yes.
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It will not
I
get
can
the...
really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have
I
to be
can't
strong.
breathe.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you
disgusting.
to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well,
Whoa.
I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
We're
Go
like
through
brothers.
each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Yeah. So, well, help me,
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and
Good.
for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled.
There we
no
go.
more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
Yeah.
with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
it's disgusting, really.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm
Yeah.
going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I mean, I guess. You know, I feel like the bucket itself would be the thing that tells me it's a bucket. I don't need
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest,
Rude.
I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
That's a good point, Watcher. What? Dude, I'm so sorry about my friend Broom Closet. Look, I understand we have our differences, but I think it's important, for the sake of the bucket, that we maintain some civilness between the two of us. Because you like the bucket, I like the bucket. It's just important that we, you know, keep a good face in front of the bucket. You know. So, brooms, huh? That's pretty interesting. Does he come back? I don't know. I'm wondering. Well, either way. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Like, we'll could be playing this today instead of our Thursday. We're going to try to do more video game stuff again, because I feel like people were really enjoying that. And maybe we'll do some co-op with Forced as well. Try to get more into that. But maybe we'll do some other things, you know. If you guys haven't heard of us and only know us from our video game streaming, we are a band. I have a band. It's called the Upstart Crows. All the links are in the bottom of the screen with music and all that good stuff. So we also have a Venmo if you want to give us a buck to buy some coffee. Always helps your struggling musicians. See, now I'm wondering, so is he just gone? All right, I think I waited long enough. I think it's, let me just click around, see if I click on anything. Star, is there anything I should know about this? Should I wait longer in this room, or do you think it's safe to leave? Glue, you're good. We're currently fighting with a broom closet. I think we've established a pretty good rapport and are gonna work on some type of Okay. Oh, okay. And we re-enter. Maybe if we leave, we get him to start talking again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
All right. What's down here? Oh, this is back open. Before it closed off and I couldn't go there. All right, let's go to the office again because there's some stuff I wanted to check out. You made a recreation of the bucket on a mini bucket. That's very funny. Let's check the bathroom. The boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. Time. Don't worry, Bucket. Now everyone knows you're a bucket and also property of Stanley. We have nothing to worry about. I can't go through there? I could before. That's a shame. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional.
I have not played Hollow Knight.
If not for the soothing presence.
I know everyone's playing the
Even
song
now,
one,
in his darkest
the new
of
one.
hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of
If you
confusion
want
and
to
chaos.
suggest it in the
It
Discord,
would be with him.
we'll let it to the
always.
list.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
That's right.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Huh?
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Of course. Yeah, I would definitely be down to try. Maybe we'll do a stream of it. But I think, do we have to play? Because I know there's what's the Siren Song or something? Or whatever the sequel's called. I don't know if we'd have to play the first one first before we jump into the second one. Let's see. Push the button. Silk Song. Thank you, Glue.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
We'll have to play it then. Oh. Anyways. Oh, what's this? Why is there a yellow? Why are you there?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Let's escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I lived a good life.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Awesome. Let's die together, bucket. We lived together, we died together. Oh, interesting. Ah! Ah! Ha, you thought we died. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No! Ah! Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end.
No!
As it was crushed violently to death.
Not my bucket. Ah! Look at this. Okay. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Where's my bucket? They took my bucket. Welcome you to the grand exhibit. You are standing in the precipice of knowledge. Much like the bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, and a carnivorous void. But through use of this in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and sustained knowledge of the bucket and its history, and is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? I guess we'll go back to darkness, right? Back into the void, boys. Later. Fucking nerds. How far back can I go? Nope, I've hit a wall. Let's see how far back I can go. Goodbye forever. Oh, I've hit the back. Alright, I guess we gotta keep going. That's fine. For the good of the bucket. My best friend. Forest 2, I'm all about the bucket. Wow.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Okay, a little rude. You know, I have depth. I have wants, I have needs. And to be fair, I didn't put the sticker on it. The narrator did. I respect the bucket. What's this? Replica of the Inferno bucket, which is a medieval arrow. It's so powerful and alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of all of it, this simple fact remains: no one can control the bucket. I mean, that's true. But I wouldn't want to control the bucket. We're friends. Oh, wow. What's over here? Worrying, negative work, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Rest, relaxation, something you enjoy. Rest. The stress bucket. Interesting. Okay. Yes, I did. Because I was dumb. I should have saved my jumps. I was an idiot.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh, you can kind of hear. Hoo, ha. Oh, that stinks. Well, that's okay. You know, sometimes life gives you a bucket and sometimes it doesn't. The bucket. This piece of symbolized the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitable, is for our own good. Bucket! I've come for you! Oh, I didn't know I could grab it. That's pretty cool.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What is it, Bucket?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision. Am I dead? Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
What
we're
could
back
it
at the
mean?
beginning.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, okay. What if I don't grab the bucket this time? I wanna do some curious. Let's take the bucket. You know what? Let's take the bucket. I'll take the bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. No, it was this way I wanted to go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
It is pretty good.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I don't know. There's a lot of endings I don't think I've gotten. I'm kind of just exploring a little bit. Someone would have to check the tapes on YouTube.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
It really is.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Can't live without the bucket. The bucket is my best friend.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home. Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I mean, we do. It's a very nice lounge. We've talked about it before. It's kind of it's a little bit of a hazard, though. Like, this step is way too high. Like, look at this. This is at least, you know, if I pulled out my tape measure, that's like, what is that? We're looking at about, that's probably about like 10 inches, probably. You know, that's not OSHA standard. Anyways, all right, bucket, let's keep going. Answered text message. I'm so sorry.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, no, I'm going to go down here. I haven't been down here before. I haven't done this one. Me and the bucket hanging out.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd
Whoa.
find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
What?
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Look, I like the bucket. It was a nice gift. You know what? Let's hang out in the broom closet for a little bit. I need some space. I need to think about it. Bringing up old adventures? What? No, we need to move forward. If Stanley Parable 2 is gonna make it, we gotta stick with it, you know? It's funny. Everyone loves the bucket. The bucket is the best character. Stanley who? It's all about the bucket now. God. All right, let's go back out there. All right, guys. Computer, pencil sharpener, mannequin, giant baby cutout, fireplace. I guess we'll do the line thing.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I'm enjoying the music.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Hey,
Don't you
stop the
remember
music.
all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up the bucket. Bucket is my best friend. Look at this wacky line. Whoa. 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 Bucket, this is so much fun.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
What?
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I think he's just jealous.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No.
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I will not.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Exactly.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry
The
and...
fans love the bucket. Whoa. Right, guys? We all love the bucket. The bucket is love. The bucket is love. Whoa.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now.
Welcome,
Goodbye,
genius.
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I did see your image of the bucket. It's very cute. Look, let's take a raise of hands. Who likes the Bucket Destroyer and who likes the bucket? I'm just saying, I like the bucket more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, I'm gonna leave the bucket alone for right now, cause there's like there's some things I wanted to do. Without the bucket, we're gonna let the bucket rest because it's. I don't want to upset the
Stanley came to a
bucket.
set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
shut up.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I
just
do.
to admire it.
I do love the employee lunch.
Wow. Yes.
Cold
this
drinks.
Room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business.
Now, what if I go
Stanley
down
took
there
the
again?
first open door on his left.
Without the bucket.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Let's go
track.
down. Now that we don't have the bucket, we'll see what happens.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get
weird.
back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. All right.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Hey, I wanted to go left.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh my god, this is so unprofessional.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. All right, narrator. Whatever you say. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? What happens if I do it again? Does he get mad at me?
All of his co-workers were gone.
All right, whatever.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Whoa!
missed a memo.
What happened to the bucket? My bucket's gone.
When Stanley... Wait,
Oh.
what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything
I
when we
didn't
were
do
back
anything.
in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
Wow, blaming
Why
me.
am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay, let's try this one, I guess. Oh, look at that. What's this way? My God, I feel so lost right. Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right, let's wander around, folks. Let's take a look-see. It's over here. Yeah, this is giving off like backrooms vibes for sure.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story
Spiral.
here before.
From Magnus
we just-
Archives.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find
No.
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn off all these computers real quick. What? Oh my
Okay,
God.
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right, let's go back, I guess.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yes.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so
Thank you.
good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place
goodbye,
is.
everybody. The
I don't
stream's
care
over.
what might happen this time, I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Pretty straightforward, I feel. All right, let's check it out. You know what? What? What if I don't follow it? Oh, that's clever.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
All right, fine. I'll follow your line. Your stupid line, whatever. Adventure awaits.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
You know,
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That'd be nice. As we go to find the story. That's the story. Find the story. Know where to go.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
We got it. We got it, folks. Oh, yeah. Do a cover of the Adventure Line. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Come on, Line. You're drunk. The line's drunk. Oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Do we follow the line? Because the line didn't lead us the right way.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the Adventure Line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh. Random hallway.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Hell yeah, dog. All right. Let's that
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. You
Okay.
should be fine.
We'll be fine. Just ignoring the line. Okay, good. Get out of here. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh,
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Jesus.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I
rude.
get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
That's a good
We'll
point.
find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Ah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
BRB. I gotta use the bathroom.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Oof. All right, we've returned. All right. Now, there's still some stuff I want to do without the bucket. We'll grab the bucket later. But there's a few other endings I want to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business,
jump off
Stanley
the
took the first
elevator
open door on his left.
And then take the opposite door that I took.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
How do I get to that?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I think I did the blue door already. Did I do the blue door last week? I don't remember. Or last time we played it.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked... Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I like
What
Figlies.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in
Figlies.
the corner of your screen go up by
Oh,
one?
did I? Thank you.
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Let's do the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Doing the blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want
I
to
do.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work
Yes.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This
Ooh.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I kind of want to take the other doors. All right. I'll do the orange.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I like 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know?
Okay.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ooh. That's hilarious that it actually has real people. Wow. Is anyone online? I don't see any online people. Oh. They ranked 9,328 out of 9,328. And I asked some friends for help. For errorless. Did you know that 21 players skipped into the sequence only? A dead rat is objectively ranked. That's very funny. Well, I want to go to the orange door again. Or does it still got... Nope, it's starting over. Let's go back in here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family
I want to
life.
kill this baby.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Don't kill the baby? Alright, well... I wasn't gonna kill the baby. Everyone relax. Oh, I bet everyone who's just listening to and not paying attention really enjoyed this sound. 4 hours. Well, guys, I guess the stream is gonna be 4 hours of this. Hope you're ready. It's gonna be our longest stream yet. Yeah, I'm gonna let the baby die. Bye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
You're done?
It's
What?
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Rude.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Sure.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Papa John
Yes.
kills babies.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Or are we gonna play Portal? Oh, hey!
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Oh, it's
What is our
Firewatch.
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes,
Put
that
some
must
bleach
be
on
it.
the fire.
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
All right. Interesting. Oh, look, there's a bathroom. You know, this is a job. I remember reading this book called The Dharma Bums. This is a job that one of them had. I always thought it would be kind of fascinating to work in a Firewatch.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
To the outhouse.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
What? No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley.
No,
What a
I wanted
close
the
call.
outhouse.
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm
Well,
going to
technically
get us
we're
out
in the
of here.
woods.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
All right, let's get lost. What's this?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Where's the ball? Oh, it's pretty big. Push the ball. This is actually kind of fun. I guess send it in the goal. I love how they speed up my character so that I can actually do stuff with it.
Are you
Alright.
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so
I
hard
mean,
on?
kind of.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Sports ball. Okay. Into the goals. Eh.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I mean,
Are
a
you
little
having
bit.
Fun?
I am
Is this a
having a little
real
fun.
video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's
What?
over.
What?
That's right.
No.
Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have
Hey,
fun
Marshall.
when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone
I'm
like
sorry I
me
didn't
to set
respond to your
boundaries
message.
for you.
I've been
Without
busy.
rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose.
He's the
And
man.
since you decided you didn't want to play
Trying to
my
keep us
game,
down.
now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm
I-
leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an
He really took
inventive
his ball
kid.
and
You'll come
went
up
home.
with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
I guess it's just us. He really did take his ball and go home. What if we go into the goal?
What are you doing?
Whoa.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Ah. Uh-oh. Where am I? We're free balling it, guys. No balls. We don't need no balls where we're going. Got some real creepy backroom shit. Or the spiral in Magnus Archives. Oh, there's a light here. I am the ball. Oh, what's this creepy computer? Oh, what the hell? Huh. do in here. Oh, it's dark now.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I know, right? Jeez. Codependent. Really.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
That's strange.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What have I not done yet? What have I not... God. Do I have any more? You know what?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't want to go...
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
See, I'm curious.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, what if I do this? Can I do this? Ah, I can! Hell yeah. Okay, alright.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
Alright, let's see what happens. If I go this way? Oh, I fell. Whoa.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Whoa.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
It really is.
How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay, let's try the boss's room.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Okay, let's try the boss's room now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hold on, I gotta just quickly send a text. Okay. Let's go to the boss's office. Oh, what are we missing? Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Okay, we gotta figure out where this last one is.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, hey.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly.
We got it.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Press
Where
it
so
8.
many people expect to be
Press 8.
rewarded for the most
Where?
trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
It is.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
We did it, boys. Alright, wait, should I... I'm in the boss's room. Let's go to the boss's room. Oh, press 8 in the boss's room? Alright, let's check that out. Check the bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Okay. I'm curious if this door opens. Oh, it does. I haven't done this one yet. Wild. Do a samba song next. That's the new song that Crows will do. Oh, is that true? Oh, no. Well, you know what, guys? This is a good chance for us to just hang out and talk. Oh. Well, then we won't do it for now. That's fine. Yeah, let's go to the boss's room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Eight.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 845.
Eight.
Come on, give me another one.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley
Nice.
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Still wondering why that yellow square is there.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Now I don't have the bucket. I mean, I went down there with the bucket, but I didn't go down there without the bucket. Let's try without the bucket. We'll come back up. We'll do it again.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
and
willingly confront his death.
The suicidal ideation is too powerful today. Yippee! I think you're right, Marshall, because it just
As the
didn't seem like
machine
I could do
whirred into
anything.
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know
You shouldn't
the
be
real
chewing aluminum
story,
foil
trapped
anyways.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And
Oh
so
my
he
God.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye-bye. Huh?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
But I
In
don't
a
have the
single
bucket.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But I don't have the bucket, so what is...
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Huh.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
This elevator for sure. Where he was supposed to be in the story. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
This game is so weird. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Jesus, over the course of the game to each. Okay, well. Interesting. It's kind of like a deep dive into the game. Stairs, maintenance, the other. Entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Interesting. Confusion ending. 2 doorways. Confusion ending. There's a vent to the lounge? Interesting. I'll have to check that out. We already did the phone thing. Warzone. I didn't even know that one. figure out where to go to next.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Weird.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Whoa.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking some...
What's this? Vaguely toxic middle-aged... Toxic yaoi.
Someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for...
Should I begin the game again? Or should I let myself get crushed? Do I listen to the curator? Or die? Resume. Okay.
Don't let...
Well. Interesting. Okay. Is that it? We're just dead? Okay. Oh, no balloons. That means we're not done yet.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Yes.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I do feel better.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
This place is so funny. The memory zone. Sweet zone, sweet zone. That's so funny. All right, let's go down.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
That's
sure,
true.
it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone
Rude.
6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little
Twin
quiz.
Peaks.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Oh God. Let's go with the boss. I think it was the boss.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised.
I can't remember my
After all,
longtime
science
friend's
tells
name,
us
but I can
that it's
remember where I got
impossible
them.
to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Yeah, no, I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, hey.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. This is so ridiculous. What's that back there? Oh, the Stanley. The clip art. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. The narrator, Best Boy starring Stanley. Copyright. Oh, so we can't use this.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Cool. Alright, man. Let's keep going. In the memory zone. Oh,
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine. Right
No.
here, under the stairs. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
I thought we were forgetting one.
And
Whoa.
then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Yep.
Okay, yes, that spot under the stairs. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh, God. A real nice critique on nostalgia.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love that video.
Oh, my God.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I'd say so. Big apple. I don't know why the apple.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
All right, let's take a look. Now, what if I go this way? Nothing. Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
I do love this art piece here. This is such a cool design. Before this, we go back to the entrance. Oh, we're back. Back here. Okay.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I guess we'll keep going.
Oh, yes, the two doors.
How could we
Who
forget?
could have forgotten that? A classic memory.
I'm a
this one.
fool.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, cool.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
What?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Okay, guys. You know what? Interesting. We're getting close to the end of a stream. What other endings should we do? Should we grab the bucket? I don't have any jumps left. I'm out of jumps. Wiggle the chair. I can wiggle the chairs? Hey, Big Bob's Beepers. Thanks for hanging out. I'm not seeing anything. Oh. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm on this desk. What do I do now? The window. Okay. Oh, hey. Ah!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Cool.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
It's very
and
clever.
its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are we sick of this gag yet, guys? I'm leaning towards yes. What are we thinking? Vote in the comments. What are we thinking, guys? This isn't just my playthrough. Okay.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
That is true.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
So click no. No? Guys, we thinking no? Or are we thinking yes? Yes or no? Big Bob, okay. Wait, I'm stuck. Is it not gonna let me? I can't click yes. What if I click yes? Oh, no. What do I do? I'm stuck. Oh my god. This is absurd. Do I have to... This is the ending? Do I... Okay, do I just go back to the begin the game again? This is crazy. Oh my god, I just love this. Alright, I guess we'll just begin the game again. Yeah, hold on one second. Let me blow on it. Nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Alright, let's just begin again. Whoa!
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Alright. Oh, should we go into the break room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try the break room.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Mind control facility.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright guys, I think this might be our final playthrough.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, really?
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
God, this game has so many endings.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Interesting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Do I just
the
fall
lives
down?
of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom... Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
New content.
More
We're a bunch
content,
of
more
goblins.
content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful.
Now the crows can come to this song.
Careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
PSP, what is that? Oh my god. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, this is where we're gonna have to wrap up the stream for tonight. I know it's a little short. We usually do about 2 hours, but I got stuff I gotta do tonight, and this is a busy week, and I was able to squeeze this in because I know it's a lot of fun, and you guys like this stream, or like Stanley Parable. Yeah, someone did recommend the Stanley Parable. That's why we're playing it. So if you go onto our Discord channel, just, you know, throw in some recommendations under probably, I don't even know what section that would qualify under, but let's say, you know, feedback. You got some game ideas and feedback. Throw it in there. If you guys want me to play some other games. Yes, it is I, Papa John. So good night, guys. We'll do this again. Next week, I haven't determined what we're going to do. If you end up liking the Stanley Parable, you absolutely check out Fever Meme. It's an even funnier version of the Stanley Parable, but shorter. It's screwed right now. Okay, guys, have a good night. And we'll do more gaming in the future, more music stuff. I haven't decided what I'm going to do next week, but most likely gaming. But take care. If you're not following us on all our platforms, please do. If you're not following us on Twitch, please do that. We're trying to get to 500, because if I get to there, I'll dye my hair purple. Fun little treat for you guys. All right, have a good night. Bye.